Welcome to this English class, dear students. Today, let's look at the line by line explanation of the chapter Tea from Assam from Glimpses of India from your English book, First Flight. Tea from Assam is written by Arup Kumar Datta. He is an Indian writer and journalist based in Guwahati in Assam. He has written 16 books for adults and 17 adventure novels for young people. In 2014, he was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Honor by Association of Writers and Illustrations for Children, New Delhi, the Indian chapter of the International Board of Books for Young. So let's move on to the chapter now. Tea from Assam is a very informative piece written by Arup Kumar Datta. He is talking about Assam and tea plantations there. Now, in this story, there are two friends, Pranjal and Rajveer. Pranjal, a youngster from Assam, is Rajveer's classmate at school in Delhi. Pranjal's father is the manager of a tea garden in Upper Assam, and Pranjal has invited Rajveer to visit his home during the summer vacation. And you know, Assam is known as the tea country. It has the largest concentration of tea plantations in the world. So during their journey, they discuss about the various legends that are known to have discovered tea. So the story tells us about the popularity of tea as a beverage, and let's begin reading it now. Chai garam, garam chai, a vendor called out in a high-pitched voice. He came up to their window and asked, "Chai saab, give us 2 cups," Pranjal said. They sipped the steaming hot liquid. Almost everyone in their compartment was drinking tea too. Do you know that over 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every day throughout the world? Rajveer said. Phew, exclaimed Pranjal. Tea really is very popular. So now look at this word, steaming. It means extremely hot. And the word exclaimed means to cry out suddenly in surprise. To cry out suddenly in surprise. So students, the scene is of a railway station where a tea vendor asks the two friends sitting on the train if they would like to buy some freshly made hot tea. Steaming hot liquid is hot tea. Okay, and both of them decide to have 2 cups of tea, and they joined almost all the passengers sitting in their compartment. And with this, Pranjal highlights the fact that almost 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every day. 80 crore cups of tea are consumed, are drunk every day throughout the world. While Rajveer remains surprised on listening to it. Indeed, tea is a popular beverage all over the world, added Pranjal. The train pulled out of the station. Now, what does it mean? Train pulled out of the station? It means the train began to move. And what moves the train? The engine. Pranjal buried his nose in his detective book again. Rajveer too was an ardent fan of detective stories, but at the moment he was keener on looking at the beautiful scenery. So, as soon as the train started moving, Pranjal got engaged in reading his detective book. Actually, both the friends were huge fans. Ardent fan means huge fans of detective books, but Rajveer chose to look at the scenic beauty at the moment. It was green everywhere. Rajveer had never seen so much greenery before. So there was greenery all around. Something Rajveer had never seen before. And why had Rajveer not seen before? Because Rajveer lives in Delhi and he sees very less greenery there. He only sees the tall buildings standing. So this is the reason he wanted to enjoy the greenery and scenic beauty outside. But for Pranjal, the greenery outside was not new. Then the soft green paddy fields gave way to tea bushes. It was a magnificent view. Against the backdrop of densely wooded hills, a sea of tea bushes stretched as far as the eye could see. Dwarfing the tiny tea plants were tall, sturdy shade trees, and amidst the orderly rows of bushes, busily moved doll like figures. So, what are paddy fields, dear children? What are paddy fields? The fields where rice is grown. The fields where rice is grown. And what is backdrop? Backdrop means the background. Fine. Now, as far as the eye could see means what? It means for a long distance until something is so far away and small it cannot be seen anymore. And dwarfing means cause to seem small. Cause to seem small. Or you can say insignificant in comparison. Fine. And then sturdy. What does it mean? It means strong. And then amidst. What does it mean? In the middle of. Okay. Now, what was Rajveer doing? He was enjoying the greenery outside. It was a beautiful view for Rajveer outside. And then from the moving train, he saw that after the green paddy fields came tea plantations, tea bushes. Clear? So as far as he was able to look, only tea bushes were visible. So much so that the narrator compared it to a sea of tea bushes. And in the background, there were hills with dense forests. In between the tea plantations, there were orderly rows of tall and strong trees that were moving because of the wind. So it was an amazing view. And for Rajveer, it was all new. So he was all the time busy watching outside. He didn't take out his book to read at all. In the distance was an ugly building with smoke billowing out of tall chimneys. And now, as the train was moving, next Rajveer saw was an ugly looking building with smoke coming out of it. Billowing out means coming out. Hey, a tea garden, Rajveer cried excitedly. Pranjal, who had been born and brought up on a plantation, didn't share Rajveer's excitement. Oh, this is tea country now, he said. Assam has the largest concentration of plantations in the world. You will see enough gardens to last you a lifetime. And then Rajveer saw a tea garden. He then, in excitement, shouted out to Pranjal. Rajveer got excited, but Pranjal, who had seen all of it during his childhood, didn't match up to his friend's level of enthusiasm. So Pranjal then told him that they have entered Assam, which is known as the tea country. Students, you must be knowing that Assam is known for the tea country. It is because the state has the maximum number of tea plantations in the world. I have been reading as much as I could about tea, Rajveer said. No one really knows who discovered the tea, but there are many legends. What legends? Well, there is the one about the Chinese emperor who always boiled water before drinking it. One day, a few leaves of the twigs burning under the pot fell into the water, giving it a delicious flavor. It is said they were tea leaves. So now they were both talking, both the friends. They began to talk about Assam. And then Rajveer told Pranjal that before visiting the tea country, he read a lot about tea and how it was discovered. Rajveer told Pranjal that there were numerous stories, and one of which was about a Chinese emperor who had a habit of drinking boiled water. About the same Chinese emperor, he further said that once, when he was boiling the water, few leaves fell into the boiling water and it tasted delicious, delicious flavor. Clear? So, it is said that those leaves were tea leaves. Tell me another, scoffed Pranjal. Scoffed means mocked. Means to speak to someone or about something in a mocking way. Actually, now Pranjal, he became interested to know more about tea and its discovery. So, he persuaded Rajveer to tell him more stories related to tea. We have an Indian legend too. Bodhidharma, an ancient Buddhist ascetic, cut off his eyelids because he felt sleepy during meditations. 10 tea plants grew out of the eyelids. The leaves of these plants, when put in hot water and drunk, banished sleep. And now, on being asked by Pranjal, Rajveer told another story about an Indian legend named Bodhidharma. He was a Buddhist monk, and this monk had cut his eyelids. Fine. So, because he used to feel sleepy while meditating, and then the result was that the tea plants grew out of his eyelids. How many? 10, which upon consuming after boiling with water helped in getting rid of sleep. Banished sleep means getting rid of sleep. So students, I am breaking the video here only. I'll be continuing the lesson in my next video. Thank you.